In this quick tutorial, we're going to take this list and we're going to put it in alpha order by last name. So this is a list of the current serving presidents as of this videotape, going from George Washington down to Joe R. Biden. Okay, now what we want to do is right now it's in order, it's in the order in which they served, but we want to put this in alpha order based on last name. So the very first thing we need to do is we need to switch the order. We need to put the last name first and the first name last. And the way we're going to do this is by using something that's called grep, G-R-E-P. And grep can be found in the 5 change dialog box, which is Control F if you're on a Mac, I'm sorry, if you're on a PC, or Command F if you're on a Mac. So we go to find what? We're in grep, and we're going to find what? So the first thing we want to do is, since it's the first and the last, we're going to have two items that we're going to need to move around. So we're going to start off by putting an open paren. All right, that's the open paren right there. Now we're going to go to the @ sign right here, and we're going to drop down to where it says wildcards, and we're going to say any character, and we'll put that in there. Now you're going to see it put in a period. Now it's going to be, more than one character, so we need to put in that symbol as well. So while we still have the cursor flashing right there, we're going to go to the @ sign. We're going to go down to where it says repeat, and we'll say one or more times. We'll put that in there. So it's a open paren with a period and a plus, and then we're going to close it down because that's going to be the first name or word that we're looking for. And we're going to put a space here. Now, since it is the first name, we know the last name basically is composed the same way. It's put together the same way. It's put together with more than one character. So we're going to do Command A. We're going to copy that and make sure there's a space between that because we want to make sure that there's a space between, the words, but make sure you delete the space after the word. So now you have these two things that look exactly the same. The first one is any character on your first. The second one is any character on your last, okay? So now we're going to do this change. So we tap on change. We're going to go to the @ sign. We're going to say find what. Remember, we want to put the second one first and the first one last. So we're going to say, when we go to @ sign, we're going to drop down to found, and we're going to say found 2. Because we want 2 to be the first one. That's the second, we want that to be first. So you see the $sign, number 2, and we want to put a comma between the two. So put a comma and then a space. We're going to go back over to the @ sign, drop down to found, and found 1. That's going to be the last name. So you can see I put $2, comma, $1. So basically we're changing the order of the two, the last and the first, all right? And we want to do this throughout the entire list. So we'll say change all. And you can see it says it's found 46, that is correct. We'll say okay. And as you can see, I'll zoom in so you can see this. It has Washington, comma, George, Adams, comma, John. And then even where there are multiple names, like Adams, comma, John Quincy, all right, it just found the last name and put it first name put it last, all right? So that starts off, that's the first thing we need to do, all right? Next up, let's get out of this. We'll do a Command A, all right? And now we're going to put it in alpha order. So we go up to Windows, drop down to Utilities, slide over to Scripts. Then we're going to go over to where it says Application, open that up. We're going to drop down to where it says Samples, open that up. Drop down to where it says JavaScript, open that up. And then we're going to go down to where it says, go all the way down. We're going to see where it says, where is that? There it is, Sort Paragraph. Tap on that, all right? Double click on that. And we're going to say, we're going to leave this as it is, ignore formatting. We'll say, okay. And then boom, there you go. It's in alpha order. I'll zoom in so you can see it. It's in alpha order, going all the way down to Wilson/Woodrow. So that's how you can alphabetize names in alpha order by last name, and you can reformat it to bring the last name to the front and the first name to the back. Hopefully that helps.